The 14th frame, Mark Selby to break.
Thank you, Hazel. Every frame now significant. Mark Selby, always people's picks when you come round to the Crucible and the World Championship, having won it 4 times. Runner-up last year, of course. But he's got a fight on his hands here. Did well in those to win 3 of the first 4 frames. But he's still 3 behind. Caught that much too thin. That's why the cue balls come in and out of balk. And he's left a red on, or a choice of reds for Mark. Half a chance. Okay, no harm done, it's run safe, but he'll be disappointed with that. Just have a look at a few stats. That's always the important one. And Mark Selby below 90% pot success. That's not a recipe for victory. Average shot time very similar. Another safety shot, it's too thin, but I was going to say the green may have come to his rescue, but it hasn't.
Good shot from Joe O'Connor there. Perfect played. Using the green to block off the right-hand side of the table. So a bit of a problem here for Mark Selby. May have to just play into the side of the bunch. Oh, he's having a look at these 3 reds. Oh, they're a plant to the left corner. He obviously feels he can get through to them. Oh, he looked pretty set, but how can he hit the first red where he needs to?
Yes, is there a gap between green and blue? Oh, there's always a gap. What's he on? Nothing.
1.
Big risk, no reward.
Well, I think when he gets down this end of the table, we'll see that he can get through to the yellow, and he can also get through to the black to play safe. But there's a red over this left corner, so he's got to block that one. Oh, look at these reds. Oh, if he'd landed on a colour there, that would have been incredible. So it looks like the safest place on the table is going to be somewhere down near that green pocket.
Black ball.
Well, this is short of
Knocks out.
pace.
1.
He won't be happy with that one. If he's left the red over the left corner, it's an awful shot. But even if he's covered it, he won't be happy because that cue ball is a long way short of where it should have been. And it wasn't a difficult safety shot, really, especially for someone of Mark Selby's class.
Yeah, amazing that he should finish that far short. So can Joe play a little swerve? I don't think he can get through to this red adjacent to the left corner directly, but trace the right hand side. You'd think he can bend it. Plenty of right hand side.
One.
And he did bend it. And he's on the pink.
Well, you're looking at the black, but that's very thin. If he thinks he can pop the black and use one of the reds as a blocker to take the pace out of the cue ball, then fair enough, but this is not easy. Got to catch this just right. Oh, he did catch it just right, and he did use the red as a blocker. Oh, it's not too bad.
Yeah, he'll consider himself a little unlucky there. Looked as though he was bound to be on the red to the right centre, but that double kiss just pushed the cue ball the other side of the pink. So a red available to the left corner, but doesn't look a straightforward path for the cue ball to get position on the collar. And the black not available in either corner pocket.
Yeah, I said not too bad. I think doing him a bit of a disservice there. It's not that kind at all, is it, really? Like you say, John, it could have been a lot easier. Just got to get into the white ball here. Got to really grip the cloth. Screw across the face of that red. Well, again, that could have been kinder. If the pink goes into the yellow pocket, he'll be taking it on. Well, there you see, perfect view. It does go. Oh, but there's pressure on this one.
Yes, and even though the cue ball is well within reach, there's a few reds that he's got to lean over, so can he get there without using the rest? He'd love to have his hand on the table, but there's plenty of balls to be wary of. Got it. Good shot.
$15.
Yeah, he's put a few good pressure balls already in this little break. I think the black is available now if he wishes, doesn't have to.
$16.
Yeah, not sure when he pots this black, it's going to be spotted. If the spot's going to be covered up by that red, he's just pointing his cue at now to try and pot the black and move that red away. It would be nice, but just adds to the difficulty of the pot. He's got the pink available, so doesn't need to be too ambitious with this. He can play around pink and blue the way the reds are situated.
He did play the cannon on the red that was near the black spot, but misjudged it. Now, where does this black go? But as Joe said,
23.
he's got the pink in the open. Black tied up now, so forget that. Or he will for the rest of this frame, or the rest of this visit. But he's got the pink nicely in the open, and the blue, and of course the baulk colours. It's a good chance. He'll give us a little insight into how he's feeling now with this opportunity.
$24.
He looks calm enough, doesn't he? He's had the same look on his face from the very start of this match. And he's got one of them styles where if you're in the chair, you just can't see him doing anything silly. He plays at a good pace. He's not gonna, you wouldn't have thought, do anything careless or rushed.
30.
Gives every shot 100% attention. So you sort of don't really see how you get back to the table when he's in this sort of position.
$31.
Well, I'm not sure. And yes, he'll probably pot the blue and get nicely on a red, but I think that's the first real indication that he's starting to feel the pressure. I think earlier on in this match, he wouldn't have hesitated, he'd have just played the pink. But it was a slightly more difficult pot. And is that a sign he's starting
36.
to feel the pressure out there?
I couldn't agree more. The pink was the ball there. So he's not as good on this red as he would have been if he'd have played the pink rather than the blue.
$37.
He's recovered the situation now.
43.
He's building up a nice, healthy lead here. There's 3 easy reds, you would say, to get on and knock in. And that's going to put him very, very
44.
close to the winning line in this frame. And it was a chance, really, that it shouldn't have come about, should it? It was a... You know, how many poor safety shots does Mark Selby play in a season? Not many. And that was a mistake.
Yeah, when Mark Selby played that 3-ball plant,
50.
he knew he was opening all the reds. Okay, he's saying a little bit unlucky he didn't finish up on a colour. But his safety shot that followed, well, it looks like it's going to cost him the frame.
51.
And of course, more importantly, from Joe O'Connor's point of view, and Mark Selby, this is a safety shot. All you got to do is get near the baulk cushion and he leaves nothing. So far short for him. And just a couple more pots, although this could have been easier.
57.
And he'll be one frame away from a famous victory.
Yeah, he
Joe
gave himself
O'Connor,
a slight
57.
problem there. And this time he didn't stand up to it. It was the shot before, he finished straight on the pink. He can only go forwards or backwards, and any kind of angle he would have got nicely behind that red. So look at this table. It's not inviting at all, but we've seen how quickly situations can change. He can knock this red in. He can play a cannon into the red and black if he wishes.
I was worried about that shot because he missed a similar one, didn't he? Early on in this frame into the right corner. And once again, didn't really get in the jaws. So worrying signs now for Mark Selby. Surely Joe's not going to let this opportunity slip.
One.
So this pink will take him 63 points in front with 67 remaining, which equates to one more red.
Seven.
I think that's okay. Looks pretty straight, this red. Up past the yellow, into the corner pocket. Doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball.
Eight.
Safely in, and with the pink to follow. That might be good enough for Mark Selby to stay in his chair. But Joe Connor one away for a famous victory.
$14.
So 70 points ahead, 59 remaining. There's an outside chance Mark might come back to the table. There's 3 snookers required at the moment. But if this red disappears, then that's definitely the end of this frame.
Joe Connor, 14.
Well, he's missed it. Now let's have a look at the old scoreboard. 70 points behind, 59 remaining. And the black tied up. So at the moment we're saying 3 snookers.
Frank conceded.
And that's
Joe Connor
enough
with
for
the
Mark
frame.
Selby. Well, it was a ambitious plant he went for, not on a colour, very poor safety, and it's cost him. And now he's in within 1 frame of defeat. Joe O'Connor leads 9-5.